I mean, I farted directly in front of RuPaul.
Well,
Like,
wow.
yeah. So like, I mean, that's, I guess, a moment I would have loved to have had on camera and remember for the rest of my life. But it'll haunt me for the rest of my life.
Hello, DJ, drag superstar, and all-round humble human being Jodie Harsh here. Welcome to Attitudes Tea Time, a weekly show where I chat to the most recent eliminated queen from RuPaul's Drag Race. Today we are joined by Ellie Diamond.
Hello!
Dundee!
From Dundee.
Dundee. How are you doing? How are you feeling?
Good, tired, exhausted. All the sort of feelings that you could be feeling after doing a full run of Drag Race and then having to sit at home and do nothing. But I mean, everything's fine at my end and just like working on a couple of things today.
I wanted to say that it was so lovely to see you help Lawrence in the final when they were struggling with their dance choreography, because especially like a couple of weeks after the tension between you two. So how would you describe your relationship with Lawrence, and has it changed even since Drag Race?
It's funny, like people are watching it from like week by week by week. That literally happens within like 2 or 3 days time. So like when Lawrence is struggling, that's just a thing where it's like, I hate seeing people struggle or uncomfortable or whatever. So it's like, whatever I can do in that moment to help that person out, I'm just gonna do it. And like, it's Lawrence was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm literally like, girl, you know exactly what to do. Like, you know exactly what to do. And she just second guesses herself, and she does that a lot. Yeah. And it's good to always have someone there, I guess, to like back you up and just be like, no, you can do it. You can do it. Like, remember who you are and what you can do and apply that to everything. It's like what RuPaul said. RuPaul said in Snatch Game, like, you know, take Lawrence Chaney and just put it into Snatch Game. And she failed miserably.
Is there anything that we didn't see in the edit that the viewers should know? Like, what do you wish they could have shown?
I mean, I farted directly in front of RuPaul.
Well, like, wow.
Yeah, so like, I mean, that's, I guess, a moment I would have loved to have had on camera and remember for the rest of my life. But it'll haunt me for the rest of my life. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's one of those things that I wish was caught, because it would have been so funny.
What was RuPaul's reaction in that moment? Can you reveal?
Her sort of cue to leave a room, and she'll go, "Okay, have a good day," and she'll clap, and that's her mic and audio and sound to go, "That's RuPaul done." And then so I was like, "Cool, she's done." Turned around, because I was holding it apart. Turned around, and I literally was like. It was like wet at the end, and then I started laughing because it was a really loud, funny fart. And then Lawrence standing next to me was like shocked. I turned back around, right there, and I was like, oh god, like, you know how close she is, sort of in proximity or whatever. Yeah. I was on the other end, and I was like, just couldn't have got any worse or any bad moment. But she didn't really know what was going on. She kind of was like looking around, had a little head nod or whatever, then that was it. But I mean, better out than in, I always say.
I have to ask as well, if you were to do the comedy challenge again, would you have stuck with the same running order?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, looking back at it, when I was there, I was like, probably shouldn't have done that. Right. Looking back at it now, girl, should have done it even worse. Just because it's like this, and especially the sort of reception that I've had because of that, because I did go back and sort of retreat, being like, should have done that. People have reached out and been like, no, like, that was so true. Like, I've heard like Drag Race queens or whatever be like, no, this is a game, play it. And I was very strategic with my walkthrough with Ru and Michelle, because they were like, oh, what's your biggest regret? And I was like, doing the running order. I knew they were going to say no to that and try to make me like backtrack. So that's why I said it, so I could get their validation to be like, nope, it is fine. So then I could use that against the rest of them.
So do you very much feel like you spent the whole series really sort of like playing the game? You were like, you were in it to win it?
Honestly, no. Like I said going in, I was like, I really don't care if I win. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to be the winner. Like that wasn't what I was coming in for. I came in to have fun, challenge myself in different areas where I didn't think I would have been as good at, like the Snatch Game. I have fun, and my goal was to make it to the top 4, and I made it to the top 4, so I was happy with that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And also, you were really this season sort of like beat for the gods queen, like makeup wise was just like impeccable. So if you could give one of your fellow queens a makeover, who would it be and why?
I would have really have loved to have done a Horace makeup. Not that she needs it, but like that, I would love to like see her in like a full like clown beat, like big. Because she does sometimes do that, but it's a lot smaller and a bit more like model-esque.
And now you're so young, and you've done so like top 4 on RuPaul's Drag Race UK. Your family must be just so proud. What does your mum make of it all?
She's just like, well, we were at the finale crowning together. We were able to bring a +1, so I brought my mama Diamond with me. And she was just in awe of everything. She was enjoying it so much, like meeting Bimini and meeting Lawrence and meeting Chase and stuff. She was just like in so much awe, and she just loves every moment of it. And she's like, obviously, like so proud and just like over the moon of everything that's like happened and that will happen in the future.
You opened up a bit about having a difficult relationship with your dad on the show, which I can relate to myself as well. Do you know if he watched Drag Race? Has he seen you been in touch?
Yeah, he had cried when I told him. So I think that was kind of a breaking point there. And then like he's watched all the episodes, he's watched everything. The episode that I spoke about him, we haven't spoke about that episode yet. But we spoke since then, and we've discussed like the top 4 and congratulating me and stuff like that. So yeah, he's watched the season, and I'm sure he's proud of me.
I'm sure he is. Yeah, he's probably still processing the what he was saying on that episode, maybe, or something.
Yeah, totally.
Do you feel like maybe it sort of brought you a little closer, your relationship?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I think that, I mean, for him, the biggest thing for me was the biggest thing for him was drag, and it was like that was the breaking point. Being gay, I think he was okay with that, kind of. But like drag for him is probably like the overall and end all, the iceberg that hit the Titanic. But like I think
like this is the exact same situation with my dad, so I'm totally like relate.
Totally. And I think now that there's actually something that I'm able to make money from, have my name known, as well as just sort of like something that's like, I guess, a goal for a lot of for me anyways, it was a goal for me, and that's why I started doing drag. I was like, I would love to do drag, to be creative, be artistic, and then eventually hopefully get to the stage of Drag Race. So I think after him seeing that I have achieved that, I think it's been like, okay, he can do this as like a legitimate job, and you're able to make money from this, I guess, because I mean, no one wants to see their kid like not succeed and do well.
Okay, and then the BBC held a private viewing party for the finalists. So can you give us any gossip from that? Like, for example, what was the reaction in the room when Ru announced the winner?
Well, the entire day, now she said it on separate interviews as well, so I'm able to say it. The entire day, Lawrence was just in her room by herself because she didn't speak to anyone. She was just out of it completely, which I understand because knowing Lawrence personally, I know if she's in a rough patch or whatever, she likes to stay separate and just like keep herself calm and collected. She didn't think she was going to win at all. She was like ready to take her makeup off and go to bed. So then we were all in the viewing, just like sitting down waiting for it. And the winner is, I was like, Team Bimini. And then it came and Lawrence said, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, God, none of us expected that, because she didn't even expect herself or either. But like it was just sort of the thing where it was like, I love seeing people succeed. So whether it was Bimini, whether it was Taste, whether it was Lawrence, I'm just so proud to see them achieve their dreams.
Final question: would you ever do All Stars UK if that ever happens?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I did take away the crown, but like looking back at it now, there's so many things I wish I'd done differently. Maybe not differently, but I wish I'd had a bit more of a diversity to some of my runways, as a horror likes to put it. But I mean, I'm proud of everything I did on the show, and yeah, I would love to do All Stars at anything.
I'm sure we haven't seen the last of you yet. Can't wait. Babe, thanks for chatting to us today, and best of luck for everything that you're doing. Can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you so much. Bye.
See you later. Bye. Thanks for watching Tea Time, served to you by Attitude Magazine, and don't forget to subscribe to Attitude's YouTube.